Hey everybody, welcome to the armory today. I got a new little bench mat. I kind of like it. Well, today we've got kind of an interesting video. So, what I've got here, I've got my trusty Remington M91 Mosin, and I built this, probably 2017. And since then, it's been a very reliable, long-range rifle, and I've had a lot of success with this. Now, this started out, I believe, as a parade rifle. The barrel was in excellent condition. The finish is almost completely worn off of it, which makes it kind of fugly, but the bore was bright and shiny, and it had great rifling in it, and I chose that simply because of the bore condition, and sure enough, the thing shoots absolutely fantastic. It's a 24-inch barrel. It was already cut down when I got it. Sights were already ground off of the barrel when I got it, and so it was a perfect candidate to make a long-range rifle out of, and it has served me fantastically. But since I got back the Bubba ruined Remington build that I just completed, this one might just be retired at this point. Even though she's a fantastic shooter, I'm going to try to get a little more accuracy with the much heavier barrel that I got from McGowan. So I'm going to switch the scope out. Now, the scope is a Match Pro by Bushnell. Let's see here. It's 6x24. And the scope is actually serving me very, very well since a couple of years ago I broke my other scope. So I've taken the scope off of the rifle, and we're gonna put it on the Bubba Resurrected Remington that we just built. So, something I wanted to show you. We did get this rifle test fired by the gunsmith. Before he test fired it, I attempted to cycle a round, and I ran into a new problem that I have never seen before, because he likes to work as tight clearance as possible. What we have here is this is a dummy round, just a little cap round, and I was testing how it fit into the chamber, and the chamber does not close. Now, my first thought, I've heard rumors throughout the years that you could get reamers with no throat cutting, and then you throat cut after you ream the chamber and everything. And I was wondering if the throat was shallow cut or something along those lines. And you can see it's picked up on the bolt. It's on the extractor, but it does not close. So I went in and talked to him, and he just kind of laughed. The problem is not the chamber. The problem is this. Now, these are notoriously made a little bit smaller than the chamber dimensions, and that is so there is no um, problems if there is deviations with different size chambers and everything. These go a little on the small side, but the rim is actually much thicker than the rim on a cartridge, and I've never had a problem feeding and cycling these in guns with good go, no-go head spacing. But in this gun, the rim is too thick. And what he did was he set up the head spacing to be as dead on the go gauge as humanly possible. And this being just an nth too big, an nth bigger than the go gauge, it actually stops it like a no-go gauge. So, with that in mind, he said chamber a live round, and sure enough, the bolt locks in, and it locks in real nice and firm. So, the other thing that we need to be aware of and cautious of, and it's actually one of the reasons why I'm kind of retiring my old trusty Remington, is the Remington bore slugs at 312. These are the old school Hornady 312 174 match bullets right there. And the problem with that is these have been discontinued for about 5 years now, and they're all dried up. They really don't really exist anymore. And because of that, I've got something on the order of about 1,200 bullets left, and I don't want to basically run out. And while I have shot the Sierra Match Kings in 311, and they are pretty close, it's still not a 312. So that kind of puts that rifle into kind of just a fun rifle to have. We can put just about anything through it. If I need to pull it back off the rack, I can, and I definitely have plenty of bullets to feed it for right now, but there are no more when those are done. So it is what it is. I like keeping 312 with 312, 311 with 311. This is a 311. Likewise, I have made up some ammunition for it, and it is Lehigh Defense 180 grain match bullets, and I bought about 500 of those, and then those went obsolete and discontinued. So I've got a few really nice Lehigh Defense bullets, and then we're just down to Sierra Match King 311s for this gun. So there's also, if I remember correctly, Hornady 310 and a half, which maybe we can try that. I had a lot of good success with the Hornady match bullets, but discontinued is discontinued, so we can cry about it or move on to something different and better. So this rifle is 311. We've got 311 bullets made up. We're going to set up the Bushnell Match Pro scope on it, and we're going to run to the range and see how she does. So I'll catch you at the range.